I clashed on a couple of things because Batzion wouldn't share her booze. Just when you thought we couldn't sink any lower. But I want you to know, Batzion will know, there's a famous Talmudic expression that I've seen in a lave and you've not seen in a lave. The words that emanate from the heart penetrate the heart, and I respect you. And I thank you for everything you've done for this group. And it's very nice, especially seeing you and your husband together. I hope you guys all learned from all the young married couples that surround you, whether you saw Mookie and his wife, who we met on Shabbat afternoon at my speech, or Batzion and her husband. They marry young in Israel. They don't just date and never find the right person. She's 46. She's a cougar. And everybody at mayanot, my dear friend Rabbi Stetner, who all of you got to meet at the Prime Minister's office. Rabbi Stetner and I were in yeshiva together 25 years ago in Jerusalem. He built mayanot. Mayanot is an outstanding school for men and women discovering their Judaism. My son taught there this summer. My daughter studied there the entire year. My daughter Sterni loved it, and any of you are looking to expand your knowledge of Judaism, there's no better place in Israel, as far as I'm concerned, to go, and that was built by Rabbi Stetner. When we were students together 25 years ago, he told me he was going to one day build a Baal Tshuva yeshiva for returnees to Judaism that gave him dignity, and he really did it. I always remind him of the conversations we used to have when we were both 18 and how we did it. But more than anyone else, before I get to that, I especially want to thank my wife for joining me on this trip. Yeah! Regardless of the drinking problem. Even though Debbie has a drinking problem. Even though, I had to put on a different suit today when we went to see the ambassador because Debbie ended up vomiting, just puking, barfing all over my suit. And that was the third time in 1 week. And we're talking projectile vomit. We're talking, I was like on the other side of the room. Hone in on me. I was a little boy. My parents divorced. I was 8. I was traumatized, and I still am. And I don't think I'll ever overcome it. I know a lot of people feel that divorce is commonplace, but it wasn't for me. And I really hated it. And then, so I started the spiritual journey. That was really searching for something that would take away the pain. At 13 years old, I had an audience with the Lubavitcher Rabbi, the great Rabbi Menachem Schneerson, my Rabbi. And I gave him a letter about my life, and it said that my life basically sucked at 13. And he looked up at me, it was just the two of us in this room, and he was the most famous rabbi in the world, and he said to me, "You cannot be a cynic, because you will grow to be a source of joy, inspiration, light, and nachas to your family, your school, the Jewish people, and the world, but only if you believe it." Took a 13-year-old, broke into his core, and told him that he could try to be a blessing to other people. When I walked out of there, I decided I was going to go to yeshiva. I decided that trying to mend the hearts of others, I would maybe find healing myself. And I was a yo-yo. It was bad enough that I was going between homes. Talk about not finding the home. I was with my father, I was with my mother, then my father again. Now, add yeshiva to that mix. I was in dormitory, and I come home to go to summer festivals to my father's house, summer festival to my mother's house. I got so depressed, wherever I went, I would attach myself to that place within 2 days. When I was in yeshiva, my friends became like what you guys are to each other. And then we'd go home 5 months later, and it would be so hard for me to get attached to my family. Well, that would take 3 days, I'd get attached. Then 2 weeks later, I have to go back, and I just get so depressed. And I always used to watch these married couples on the airplanes. And I said to myself, oh my God, when this guy travels and his wife is with him, his home travels with him. He's not a yo-yo. His home travels with him. And then I studied something in the Talmud that said, Ishto du beso. Man's wife is his home. Clearly, the Talmud was talking about a woman who was quite large, but that was a joke. But that was the last birthright trip I did. I had 2 of my kids with me, my eldest Mushki and Mendy. And this time, to have my wife made, it was very special. My home was with us at all times, even though our kids have burned the house down now. And it was a pleasure having you with everything. 50 years of falafel. Now we have large Shabbat dinners. My wife isn't kidding. We love staying in touch with everyone, and we're going to get everybody's email address, and I'm going to inflict upon you all of my mailings, because if you thought that this...
You're just trying to make your email list longer.
Obviously.
Newsletter.
But if you guys think
bobbleheads.
If you guys think that I make a trip about me, you ain't seen nothing. Your whole life is going to be all about me.
Shmuley bobblehead.
Yeah, as long as you treat it with TLC, I feel everything you do to those. I don't want to say that actually because I don't want Tony to do anything. Tony, please. Okay. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, finally, Acharon Chaviv. The last is always the most special. I have come to honor, cherish, and respect our bold and fearless leader throughout this trip. I have done many trips around Israel with many guys. And what made Moki unique was that he's shorter than me. And he made me feel instantly better about myself. What made Moki unique was the incredible patience, the compassion and caring he showed every person on this trip, his endless ability to rise above any kind of provocation and be level-headed and loving at all times. Not just his scholarship and his erudition, not just his humility given his accomplishments, but his gentlemanliness. What Moki Schwartz really is an example of how Judaism as a religion can shape and mold a man into an exalted human being. And when we speak about the power of Judaism to change people's hearts, to shape their character, I use them as an example of the kind of thing that our Jewish religion is supposed to create. I want you to know that I'm humbled having met you, and I think that we were the luckiest group of all having you. And I think that all of us have to understand what he did for us the past few days, and how many things he was juggling, and criticisms that he faced. And you have to understand, Birthright is a big bureaucracy. They've brought 300,000 kids, and that's a big responsibility. So I find a lot of the rules kind of petty, a lot of them even kind of stupid. Just kidding! But I do understand their need, because you get 300,000 wild. Come on, you have 300,000 Tonys coming to Israel. You gotta be a little bit tough. But Moki was subject to a lot of criticism behind the scenes, a lot of pressure, and he never let them see him sweat. He put us first at all times. He put us before, I'm not kidding, future employment prospects. He put us before his relationship with his superiors. He made this trip all about you, making sure that all of you saw Israel with the loving eyes with which he sees Israel. What I felt more than anything else is his incredible attachment to this land. And as a Jew, you inspired me. And I'm grateful, and I hope that all of us will never forget your contribution to our lives. I know I won't. And that we'll all, as a group, stay in touch and not allow these 10 days just to have been another 10 days of our life. As I said to you guys before, I do not believe in life-altering experiences. It's too easy to say, change my life. Oh, it changed my life. I don't believe in that stuff. I believe that change comes hard. It's the small things that make a difference. The small things of sending each other emails, continuing an email list, buying my bobblehead. But every single one of you, take with you one mitzvah, one Jewish mitzvah that will be that small thing that attaches you to your people. It's not hard to light a Shabbos candle before Friday. Guys, I spoke to you about tefillin. It's not hard to say Amen occasionally at the synagogue. We saw how easy that was. You guys gave us minyan. Me and Moki were able to pray with a quorum of 10. You guys just saying that one word, and it means truth. You know, you're proclaiming great truths. Go to a Jewish class. Be part of your people. But more than anything else, like I said, be proud of who you are. You're part of a golden legacy. You're part of a platinum heritage. And it's been an honor and a pleasure to know all of you. And please buy my books. And God bless you. I love you. Thank you.